The night sky, once a canvas of twinkling stars, is now frequented by a new kind of visitor. These are silent, watchful eyes hovering in the darkness. They are the mystery drones, appearing without warning and vanishing just as quickly. Who are these silent guardians of the night, and what is their purpose? Across the United States, a pattern has emerged. Military bases, those fortresses of national defense, have become unwilling hosts to these enigmatic drones. Reports from security personnel detail strange lights in the sky, moving with a deliberate intent that suggests reconnaissance. The drones appear to be studying these facilities, their silent observation raising concerns about potential security breaches. The responses from officials have been mixed, ranging from tight-lipped silence to carefully worded statements, acknowledging the incidents while offering little in the way of concrete information. The lack of transparency has only fueled speculation, leaving many to wonder what authorities know but aren't revealing. Some officials have suggested that these could be the work of foreign adversaries engaging in espionage activities. Others posit that they might be domestically operated, perhaps by criminal organizations, or even private citizens, with a penchant for high-tech mischief. However, without any concrete evidence or claims of responsibility, these explanations remain purely speculative. The silence from official channels is deafening, amplifying the sense of mystery and stoking the flames of public intrigue. The question remains, are these drones merely curious observers, or do they represent a more serious threat to national security? The mystery of the unidentified drones is not confined to American skies. In 2022, a series of similar incidents along the tense border between Egypt and Israel sent ripples of concern through the region. These drones, larger and more technologically advanced than those spotted over US soil, were observed flying reconnaissance missions over sensitive military installations and strategic infrastructure. What set these incidents apart was the sheer audacity and sophistication of the drones involved. These were not amateur crafts, but rather machines seemingly purpose-built for espionage and surveillance, capable of carrying significant payloads and operating at high altitudes for extended periods. The Egyptian government remained tight-lipped about the incidents, refusing to confirm or deny the presence of these drones. Israel, too, maintained a studied silence, adding to the air of mystery surrounding the events. The lack of any official explanation only served to fuel speculation, with theories ranging from clandestine military exercises to the involvement of non-state actors. The incidents on the Egyptian border serve as a stark reminder that the phenomenon of unidentified drones is not limited by geography or political boundaries. It is a global enigma, demanding attention and demanding answers. The drone sightings over US military bases and the Egyptian-Israeli border, though separated by vast distances, share some striking similarities. In both cases, the drones in question displayed a level of sophistication beyond the capabilities of commercially available models. Their flight patterns, often described as deliberate and methodical, suggested a specific purpose, hinting at reconnaissance or surveillance as likely motives. Furthermore, the lack of official acknowledgement or explanation from the governments involved is a recurring theme, fueling speculation and raising questions about what information might be withheld from the public. This silence, whether intentional or not, has created a vacuum of information, allowing conspiracy theories and conjecture to flourish. The parallels between these incidents suggest that we may be dealing with a coordinated effort, potentially orchestrated by a single entity with access to advanced technology and a global reach. Whether this entity is a nation-state, a rogue organization, or something entirely unknown remains a subject of intense debate. One thing is clear, the mystery of the unidentified drones is a global phenomenon, demanding a coordinated international response to unravel the truth behind these silent watchers in the sky. The most immediate and perhaps the most unsettling explanation for the appearance of these unidentified drones is espionage. The drones' capabilities, coupled with their presence near sensitive military installations, point towards a deliberate attempt to gather intelligence. The fact that no nation or group has claimed responsibility only deepens the mystery. Are these the clandestine tools of a foreign power, silently observing and gathering data on our defenses? Or could they belong to a non-state actor, perhaps a terrorist organization or a criminal syndicate seeking to exploit vulnerabilities for their own nefarious purposes? The possibility of a technologically advanced adversary operating with impunity in our skies is a chilling thought. If these drones are indeed engaged in espionage, their silent observation could have serious implications for national security. However, the lack of any clear motive or objective, coupled with the advanced nature of the technology involved, has led some to propose even more outlandish explanations, venturing into the realm of the unknown and the unexplained. Section 6. The UAP conundrum, fact or fiction. The persistent mystery surrounding the unidentified drones has inevitably led to speculation about a possible connection to the phenomenon of unidentified aerial phenomena, more commonly known as UFOs. While the scientific community remains skeptical, the possibility of these drones being of extraterrestrial origin has captured the public imagination. Proponents of this theory point to the advanced capabilities of the drones, suggesting that such technology might be beyond the reach of current human engineering. They argue that the drone's silent operation, their ability to appear and disappear without a trace, and the lack of any identifiable origin all point towards an otherworldly explanation. However, attributing these sightings to extraterrestrial activity requires a significant leap of faith, especially in the absence of concrete evidence. While the UAP phenomenon remains a subject of ongoing investigation, it is important to approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. Until more conclusive evidence emerges, the connection between these drones and UAPs remains purely speculative. Section 7. The quest for accountability and answers. The lack of accountability surrounding the unidentified drone sightings is perhaps the most troubling aspect of this mystery. Despite numerous incidents and growing public concern, no government or organization has come forward to claim responsibility for these drones. This silence raises a number of questions about who is operating these machines, what their motives might be, and why they are allowed to operate with apparent impunity. The absence of answers has fueled a sense of unease and distrust, with many fearing that authorities are withholding information or worse, are complicit in these activities. The public deserves transparency, and it is the responsibility of governments to investigate these incidents thoroughly and provide clear and concise answers. The international community must work together to establish clear guidelines and regulations for the operation of drones, especially in sensitive airspace. A failure to address this issue could have serious consequences, potentially escalating tensions between nations or leaving critical infrastructure vulnerable to attack. Section 8. Living in the shadow of the unknown. As the mystery of the unidentified drones persists, we are left to grapple with the unsettling reality that we are being watched, but we don't know by whom or for what purpose. This uncertainty casts a long shadow, eroding our sense of security and leaving us vulnerable to forces beyond our understanding. The lack of answers has created a fertile ground for speculation and conspiracy theories, further dividing public opinion and hindering efforts to find a rational explanation. In the absence of facts, fear and suspicion thrive, threatening to undermine trust in our institutions and in each other. We must resist the temptation to succumb to paranoia and instead demand transparency and accountability from those in positions of power. The pursuit of truth and the protection of our freedoms depend on it. Section 9. Awaiting the dawn of revelation. The mystery of the unidentified drones is a stark reminder of how much we still don't know about the world around us. It is a call to action, urging us to seek answers, demand transparency, and work together to unravel the truth behind these silent watchers in the sky. Until then, we remain in a state of watchful waiting, gazing up at the night sky with a mixture of wonder and apprehension, hoping for the dawn of revelation. Perhaps one day the mystery of the unidentified drones will be solved, their secrets laid bare for all to see. Until then, they will continue to haunt our skies, a silent testament to the enduring power of the unknown.